Hey everyone, it's Thursday the 7th and I want to jump into today's, well, I'm not reporting any news today. I had a comment on my previous video and just asking, well, because I mentioned about if you're diversified in the dollar, and that's confusing for a lot of people. And I don't make any bones about what I do on here. I can't give financial advice. I only tell you what I do, so that is my disclaimer. I am heavy into precious metals. That's where I feel comfy at this, where we are in the economy in the world right now. I come from a long line of coin collectors in my family, from my great grandfather to my grandfather to my father. Had a coin shop in our family for when my dad was growing up. My dad's first job was working in a coin shop. So, do I know everything about precious metals? Absolutely not. But what I can say, speaking for myself, what do you diversify in? Precious metals is not going to be enough to retire on. And I want to address that just briefly. I did answer the comment, but for people that don't know, and I have a lot of smart subscribers, I always say that diversify in the dollar is not smart, because fiat currency has been known all across the world to collapse, to fail at some point. We are seeing the signs now of the dollar failing, or dumping the dollar. BRICS, right, which is now, you cannot use that acronym because it doesn't apply, because more and more countries are joining BRICS. All right, so precious metals, when we look at the stock market, Wall Street, how they are, let's just talk lame terms here, how they're perceiving, or I like to say manipulating, the price of precious metals, gold and silver, platinum, palladium, etc. Okay, but let's just talk gold and silver. That's what most people hold and stack or collect. You have to understand that the price right now is highly manipulated. All right, so obviously what we're seeing, like it's $20 an ounce for silver. Haven't looked in literally a month. I don't look every day. What was it, $1,900 an ounce for gold? All right, those prices are not accurate, and I know a lot of people can't grasp that. The finite amount of gold and silver, once all of it has been mined, there is no more. It can never be printed. It can never be made. Don't fall for the bonds, the gold on paper, the silver on paper. Don't do it. They can print as much as they want to continue the physical price of gold and silver being down where we're seeing. Why do you think all the banks all across the world stack gold and silver? Gold is the only thing that can reset the books, the bankers' books. If it was worthless, right, then why are all the, I don't like to call them elites because they're a bunch of, what I think, but we'll use that word, all right? All the elites stacking gold and silver because they know its true worth. So Lynette Zhang, she says, right, and take it for a grain of salt, that typically right now the price of gold should be, 1 ounce of gold should be a roughly 50 grand. Now you're probably thinking, oh my God, that's outrageous. All right, that could be outrageous. But this again is what we're talking about. You gotta grasp the situation that there's only so much made. Once it's gone, it's gone. So holding it, collecting it now while it's low, buy it now. Okay, people say, well, how much are you willing to pay over spot? Well, that's up to each individual, what you feel comfortable with. Again, it's to discourage you, the buyer, from holding it. You don't hold it, you don't own it. Don't fall for the paper paperback gold, the paperback silver. I stay clear of that. So, you know, you got to do your homework and really understand. It's not something that is crash course and you can learn, you know, in a 5-minute video or overnight. It takes time and education from people that really, really know. I'm still in my learning, you know. Well, I think you should never stop learning in life. So, tangible assets, commodities, that's what you want to have, because once this dollar goes, it's gone. And don't be caught with nothing. That's what they want. They want you with nothing. So just keep that in mind, everyone. For me, it's to preserve wealth going into the next paradigm, because I do believe that gold and silver is going to skyrocket. So, you know, maybe not in my lifetime. It all depends when the dollar collapses. But my dad, his parents, my grandparents, like to leave their children something upon when they, you know, transition from here. And you want to leave your children better off if you can, all right? Because we see how the world is going, and now you may not make it to that point, depending on how bad this collapse is going to be. You may have to use at some point these metals, but it's God's money, and it's never ever in history been worth zero. All right, everyone, it's hot. I'm in the parking lot. It's noisy. So I wish all of you a great day. You know, stack food, water, assets, ammunition, right? You got to be able to protect yourself, your firearms. Without it, it's useless. So, all right, everyone, take care and God bless. Catch you next time. Really quickly, in the plaza here that I'm at, in the store I was at, shift, everybody's back to wearing masks. I can't make this stuff up, people. It's like literally 100, almost 100 degrees, and people are wearing masks again.